MP was great. MP was great. MP was great.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Here's Roy. Stolen by Wiggins. And Baltimore has possession. Here's the pick. From downtown. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
So good at getting elevated. Levine rises up and hammers it down.
Wiggins for three. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Roy can't get it to go.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Daniels. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Roy's shot is good.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Levine with it. Now Wiggins defending. Lets it go. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Left side Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Here's Daniels. Three-pointer off the mark. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Pass to Roy. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Knocks down the triple. Roy's got 8.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple. Here's Baltimore now. 1-point game. The three is up. And Malone gets it to go.
Well, so many bigs excel in three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
And that's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Driving inside. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, man, what a show this guy puts on. Once Levine has momentum behind him, he's clear for takeoff.
It's stolen. Here we go. Ooh, Beasley has an open look. No good with a jumper from the wing. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
Awaiting ball.
Outside Reeves. Pass to Morrison. Outside Reeves. Over Wembanyama. Here's Malone. A deep three. The shot by Reeves, no good. And here's Baltimore now. Trailing by 5. Here's Wembanyama. Here's the three. Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Pass to Morrison. Nice jump shot.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Wiggins for the triple.
Just a good-looking jumper from Wiggins. Fantastic at playing to his strengths and firing off the rim.
And the jam by Covington.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. From deep, Wembanyama. And Reeves pulls it down. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. The shake. Jams it in off a great move.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Wembanyama with it. 6 points for him. No good with the triple. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Malone. Back to Covington. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, well, Covington was totally prepared there. He had the shot all picked out and just needed to be fit. And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's Reeves. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Wemby drains the corner shot.
You know, he just makes it look easy. I mean, Wembanyama's arms are so long, the ball is almost halfway when he releases. And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And Baltimore calls timeout here. And Baltimore has possession. 11-point game. Pass to Malone. Again, the miss by Baltimore. And they're on the run. For 3, James. James from distance. Easy work.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Wiggins from long range. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. James deciding where to go with it. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Wembanyama. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Up by 16. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And it's Wall with the ball for Baltimore. They trail by 16. Pass to Wiggins. Fires for three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Launches it. Roy's shot is good. Roy's got 11 points.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Malone gets it to go. Malone's got his second basket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Whole team basketball.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Wiggins outside. Shot from the top of the key. That's good on the jumper. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, good job by Wiggins. Playing at his pace and carving out space for his shot.
Here's Roy. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Baltimore now. 15-point game. Pass to Wembanyama. Out to Beasley. Wiggins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Malone. No good with a layup. Here's Roy. And it's Baltimore with a rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the ball.
Wembanyama, no good. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And Baltimore calls timeout here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .57 left in the third. Outside Reeves. Lots of room. And the shot goes. Reeves has got 8.
Morrison.
Here's Roy. 4-3. Drills it from deep.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Roy. Launches it from deep. And the ball ends up out of bounds. Now keep possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Sinks it from distance.
3 points.
Roy's got 7 now in this quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Morrison misses. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. James outside. Off target from 3-point range. From outside the arc. Morrison's shot is good.
Morrison.
He's got 5.
Three-pointer.
And with his height, the defense unable to impact the shot on the closeout.
Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
It's James on the wing. He's scoreless. They set the pick. Here's Roy. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Looking to end the run. Gets the 3-ball to go. Roy's got his second basket of the game. Here's Morrison. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. On the wing, Reeves. Down low. Another shot. Roy's shot is good. Roy's got 12 points in just the second half. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Now here's Covington. Pass to Reeves. Now here's Covington. No good on the 3. Here's Roy. From outside, off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From deep. And that one's good. Covington.
Oh, putting the 3 in 3 and D. This team is so much better when Covington is making those shots.
To the inside. Chamberlain. Good D by Porzingis. Here's Morrison. On the wing, Reeves. He drops it from range.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Again, the miss by Baltimore.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Covington. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here's Roy. Connects from downtown. We've got about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. For 3, Covington. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Let's go with a 3. It's tipped. Pass to Malone. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Malone's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Roy. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Reeves. The 3. Drains the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Roy can't get it to go.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Malone can't get it to go.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Wiggins from long range. Again, the miss by Baltimore. For 3, Covington. Sinks the tray.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Pass to Wiggins. It's Beasley on the wing. The kick out to Wiggins. They grab their own miss. The shot to stop the run. Counted from distance.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Covington, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins.
And when you're attempting to make a comeback, it's so hard to overcome those kind of mistakes.
To the left wing. Here's Porzingis. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Beasley outside. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The jumper from the wing off target. Puts up a deep three. Pass to Morrison. Launches a three. Drops in the three. Here's Beasley. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Here's Morrison. No good there. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside.
Here we go.
And New York has possession. Left side Porzingis. Here's Caruso. The offensive rebound. Here's James. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
The three from Wembanyama. Drops in the three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of work.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And Wiggins has got the ball here for Baltimore. Puts up a deep three. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to Levine. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Beasley for three. Caruso grabs the board. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a scorer.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
From the baseline, Levine can't hit.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that to.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
Here's Levine for three. Ooh, missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Wiggins from long range. And it's New York with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's James. New York again, can't hit.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite the miss. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Baltimore leading by 4. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires the three. And again, it's Baltimore from deep.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Here's Daniels. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
To stop the run. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Beasley. Pass to Wembanyama. Out to Beasley. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. James deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Wiggins. In transition, here they come. Now here's Wembanyama. From the arc. LeBron with the rebound. Now Jordan. From deep, Reeves. And so it's Baltimore. Finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Baltimore.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, it's Wemby.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
And the shot goes.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Beasley, that's good.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
Shooting for the away team,
That one falls, so he hits both. Both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Daniels misses. New York trails by 6. And here's Reeves outside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
3 points.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Fires the 3. Daniels misses.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Williamson outside. Back to Reeves. Williamson looking around. Shot clock at 6. Wing shot on the way. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
The shot by Reeves, no good. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Baltimore. Wiggins, no good. And New York has possession. Trailing by 2. Here's Reeves outside. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Tipped away.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And here's Baltimore now. Inside. Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
And here's New York now. They're on an 18-7 run. The shot by Reeves, no good. There's Daniels. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Daniels has got 6 points.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Back to Reeves. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Wiggins has space. Williams grabs the board. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Jordan. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple. Jordan's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Levine with room to shoot. Boy, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 5. James with a steal. The shot off that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. New York out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Daniels. Beasley outside. There's a screen. Pass to Malone. Back to Beasley. Jacks up a 3. That one no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's James. Here's Levine for 3. And he can't get that one.
And even at the airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good run. The defense has got to run him off the line.
knifing to the rim with such power. Watching LeBron on the attack is so much fun.
The three from Wembanyama. The kick out to Wiggins. Tries yet again. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Wiggins has got 8 points.
Well, it's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to James. Here's Caruso. Deflected. Here's Roy. The shot's good on the assist by James. Roy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Levine. And it's Baltimore with a rebound.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's Roy. The kick out to Wall. And you can count it. He'll go the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the free throw, no good. New York trails by 3. Here's Levine for 3. Levine knocks down the 3.
Three-pointer.
You got to know Levine is looking to shoot it whenever he can. I mean, his team depends on him scoring.
Roy can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's James. Pass to Levine. The 3. That shot off the mark.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Launches a 3. And that's good. Zach Levine for 3. Levine's got 11.
Back-to-back threes here. Levine with a beautiful shot.
James can't get it to go. The 3 ball. And it's Levine with the 3. 14 points for him.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. The 3, James. Porzingis grabs the board. New York leading by 3. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And LeBron James hits from deep. James has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Takes the 3. And again, it's Baltimore from deep.
Here in the third, he's really starting to heat up from the perimeter.
Here's Levine for 3. Oh, Levine getting revenge with his own triple.
Nice move by Levine. Hard to contest someone's pull-up when they get so high off the floor.
Pass to Roy. Let's go with a 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. New York out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. New York leading by 5. And here's Reeves outside. Knocks down the long J.
3-pointer.
And Baltimore has possession. Up top, Wiggins. Shots blocked. And he recovers it. 6 to shoot. Back to Wiggins. Goes back up. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Jordan. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Baltimore has possession. 8-point game. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Off target on the 15-footer. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up to Baltimore. Offensive rebound. They swipe it. In transition, here they come. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Here's Jordan. And that one's on target from the wing. And now it's a 12-point New York lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Worthy. Back to Jordan. Fades away. Off the window. It's good. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Beasley, that's good.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You've got to contest the shot better than that.
Here's Malone. And he gets the bucket.
And making the extra pass. Wiggins' teammates appreciate his willingness to get it to them when they're uncovered.
Jordan up top. Shoots over Wiggins. Excellent D there from Wiggins.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And here's Baltimore now. From downtown. On target from range.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Williamson outside. Back to Reeves. Pass to Jordan. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. So he gets them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. We're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Here's Wiggins. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Stepping up in a big way. Woo! It's great to see Wiggins take and make these huge shots.
Here's James. From outside the arc. New York again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Malone. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback. But let's see how much they have left in the tank.
really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Beasley, left side.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this and fast.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So New York wins it. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was...
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Moments away, it'll be Baltimore going up against Kansas City. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And Baltimore has possession. Pass to Wiggins. Wembanyama screen. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Duncan. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break. And he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
A rebound by Beasley. Left side, Wembanyama. From outside the arc. Drains the triple.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Ball attacking.
I don't mind it. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Wall.
John Wall. 2 shots.
And so Wall nails them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Wiggins. The 3 is up. And again, it's Baltimore from deep.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
And there's a pick. Ball with it. Guarded by Wembanyama. Stolen by Wembanyama. Wiggins from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got 6.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down. The game is fully in their control.
Here's Duncan. Ball for three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Let's go with a three. Wembanyama, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Leonard inside. Pass to Wall. Lets it fly. Clock at 6. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, this is one of the reasons you can run the offense through Kawhi Leonard. He just makes good decisions.
Leonard on the wing. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Beasley for three. Again the miss by Baltimore.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's not going to go for him.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And Kansas City with possession. It's a 5-point game. Ball for three. Rebounded by Daniels. And Baltimore has possession. Nails it from three. He's got 9.
Wiggins something in the catch and shoot. It's just good offense and keeps him in a good rhythm.
Deflected. And they get it back. Left side Wall. Over to the left wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Stolen by Wall.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
And the bucket is good.
And being that Wall is a point guard is his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Pass to Beasley. Here's the three. Pure from three-point range.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's been all about Andrew Wiggins for Baltimore, hitting 3 trays in the quarter.
6.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Baltimore?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Baltimore leading by 9. Takes the three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Wall. Here's Duncan. Kicks it out to Barnes. 2 on the clock. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Leonard on the wing. The three is up. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Leonard's got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4 BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Wall looking over the floor. Pass to Duncan. Out to Leonard. Oh, Leonard leaves no room for error.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
Wiggins on the wing. He's got 9. From deep, Wembanyama sends it home from three-point land. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Beasley. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Stolen by Wembanyama.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass was asked of the
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
To the middle. Picked it out of midair. Pass to Malone. This one for 3. And he can't get that one. And Kansas City with possession. Trailing by 10. Here's Wembanyama. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Give him 8 points now.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
From deep, Wembanyama. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. And so it's Kansas City with it. Duncan, no good. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Baltimore. Beasley for 3. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. It's Barnes on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Here's Leonard. He's got 5. Shoots from the elbow. And Wall pulls it down.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
The 3, James.
Out of bounds. Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the first half. And Curry with the take. It's good.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Here's Roy. 4-3. No good on the shot. And that concludes the first half. Baltimore out in front. Up 8. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
15.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Now Curry. Launches it. Chamberlain pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the off-season, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does. There's no one that produces the way that he does either. Just a masterful offensive player, utilizing that pick with great intelligence there.
Curry looking it over. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Hill with the steal. In transition. The pull-up. That won't go either for Curry. Baltimore leading by 10. Here's Roy. And that one's on target from the wing. Roy's got 5 points in the quarter. And Kansas City with possession. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. The home team on D. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Releases. Curry with another miss. .149 left in the third quarter. He buries it from three. Roy's got 8.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Roy can't get it to go. Outside Curry. 54 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 16. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Robinson with a steal. To the paint. And they're on the break. Shot's good by Hill.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage play.
Defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Inside, Hill, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, very clever from Curry there, attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Outside Robinson. Outside Curry. Lets a three fly. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
The third quarter comes to a close. Baltimore out in front, up 5. And we've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Could be an exciting finish. Baltimore leading by 5. Here's Roy. Bullseye!
Just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Down low. Pass to Robinson. The kick out, Curry. The three. Chamberlain pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
So to be 2 free throws, he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Baltimore.
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it at a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Baltimore leading by 8. Pass to Malone. Here's Chamberlain. Robinson defending. Here's Chamberlain. Wiggins outside. Wiggins for the triple.
And Wiggins right now, it's a buffet out there. He's getting everything he wants in spoonfuls.
Oh, and now with no question, power
what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Curry goes in. And Curry throws it down.
Oh, man, that's a rarity. Steph going in and throwing it down. You know the bench is loving that.
Daniels misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Outside Curry. From the arc. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Daniels. Off the mark there with a three. Outside Curry. Here's Robinson. And he gets the bucket. And it's now only a 5-point Baltimore lead.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Like PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Daniels misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Curry gets the bucket.
What work from Steph Curry, gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
Beasley outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Inside. Robinson. Here's Hill. Yeah!
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he'll draw the foul. We'll head to the line for two.
First personal foul.
Knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both. And it's a two-point ball game.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
Left side Curry. To take the lead. Oh my! What a shot!
And since the break, they have looked like a completely different team, especially on offense, where they're really cooking right now.
And Baltimore calls timeout here. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Wiggins for three. What a play! Here's the guy. What's he getting me?
It doesn't get any better.
Just blown away. Absolutely as clutch as you can get. People have only been talking about that shot for a long time.
So Baltimore wins it. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go.
And Pittsburgh starts out with the ball. Pass to Duncan. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Duncan's got the opening field goal of the game for Pittsburgh. Ben Benyama inside. From outside, off the mark. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for Pittsburgh. And stolen by Wiggins. Malone outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Baltimore moving that ball around. Wembanyama looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's the three-point bomb.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Daniel from outside. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not enough to leave open.
Down low. And the dunk by Duncan.
Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Now here's Wiggins. Wembanyama outside. Just 5 to shoot from outside the arc. And it's Malone missing. On the wing, Brandon Roy. Back to Duncan. Malone left side. Outside Roy. Pittsburgh needs to get off a shot here. Malone's shot good.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Beasley outside. Beasley the screen. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
The good run they have going right now, the momentum is huge.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Duncan throws it down.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
A 3 from Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Back to Wall. Malone with the screen. To the paint. Rebound, Malone.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. He's a terrific 2-guard. Roy with tremendous court vision.
Baltimore with the ball. After the basket by Pittsburgh on the other end. To the middle. It's slammed in by Malone.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Daniel from outside. Here's Duncan. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tim Duncan has been on display for Pittsburgh. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Pittsburgh.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Baltimore trails by 4.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Beasley for 3. Pittsburgh pulls it in. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. There's Tatum. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Carries the long-range jumper. Wiggins just got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's Winslow. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Winslow's got the lead up to 4 now for Pittsburgh. And that one is good by Beasley.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
There's Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points, considering how close this game is.
And here's Tatum for 3. Here's the 3. And again, it's Pittsburgh with the 3.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
And 3 from Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. And it's 9 points for Wembanyama. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Tatum.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
First team foul. Checking in.
Baltimore trails by 5.
Number 35.
Inside from 7. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Ball wide open. Baltimore with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Screen by Malone. Hill has the open look. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. Baltimore with the ball. They trail by 3. For 3, Beasley does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Pass to Roy. Screen by Malone. This one for 3. Hill looking it over. Kicks it out to Malone. Outside, Wall. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Moses.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Roy from outside. It's back to Hill. Outside for Roy. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range. And now it's an 8-point Pittsburgh lead.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack.
That'll do it for the first half. It's Pittsburgh Up 8.
The away team.
We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Baltimore on offense. 8-point game. Three-pointer, Daniels. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And Pittsburgh with the possession here. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Out to the wing. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Wiggins. A three from Wembanyama. Jason Tatum grabs the ball. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Pittsburgh. Pass to Roy. Back to Duncan. From the arc. And again, it's Pittsburgh with the three.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Tries to hit him. And the rejection by Tatum. For three, Roy drains the three-pointer. Roy's got the lead up to 14 now for Pittsburgh.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And it's off from three-point range. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And that one's good. Daniels.
A total defensive collapse. There's no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And here's Wall outside. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy. Wall's got 5.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
Second team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. 11 points in the game.
Grant Hill.
1:52 left here in the third quarter. Wiggins from outside. Pittsburgh pulls it in. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Baltimore trails by 18. On the wing, Daniels. He's got 6. Outside, Malone. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Here's Pittsburgh with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Here's Duncan. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And he's good on the 3-ball. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter. Nice shot by Wembanyama. No good. Pittsburgh leading by 21. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Home team basketball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Wall. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. All with it. He's picked up by Wall. The kick out to Tatum. Fires for 3. Wall's shot is off. Baltimore trails by 21. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. There's Winslow. Outside Tatum. Tatum on the wing. Shoots. Rebound by Brandon Roy.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the defense.
And it's Pittsburgh with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pittsburgh leading by 18 to the inside. Hill. And Hill throws it down.